We are talking volunteers, first responders. It's a shortage of volunteers, not just paid positions, that we're dealing with here in 2022.
Yeah, and this morning our Megan Selensky, she's joining us live from the Greenfield Volunteer Fire Department with more on how they are adapting to this worker shortage. Good morning, Megan.
Good morning. Mark, Brissa, across the country, they're seeing a shortage of first responders, and here in Greenfield is no exception. The department here is getting creative and looking for new ways to get the job done.
Now with volunteers being harder to find, it's harder to get a full crew to get an engine out.
Stephen Davis, a volunteer firefighter out of Greenfield, Pennsylvania, has watched the industry struggle to recruit and retain workers.
I was a teacher out in Arizona, and it has changed a lot. It is a lot harder to find people now. Back when I left the department out in Arizona, we had 158 people that were on a waiting list. Now they're doing classes every 2 months and they're not able to fill them up to replace the staff. So it's not just a volunteer thing. We're having a hard time in the fire and EMS services right now.
As Greenfield continues to lack manpower, the department has turned to technology to pick up the slack.
We come up with things and we're adapting so that the community doesn't have to suffer. Like I can show you this Lucas device too. This is another thing that we have been able to get to help us because we are so far out, and doing CPR is something you don't really think about much until you have over a half hour to get to the hospital. So with this device, we were one of few departments that were able to get this. It's a $17,000 device, but it actually helps you do CPR on a patient without having to have the extra people. And this way it's helping us with our fatigue. We're able to do more calls. We're not getting as tired out. And it's awesome. Like, we're trying to use the technology.
Greenfield Fire Department now deploys a K3 direct drive ultra high pressure skid. This portable machine can be sent using only 2 people. It uses 20 gallons of water a minute and reduces the heat in a structure 86% more effectively than a regular nozzle. Greenfield recently responded 8 minutes faster to a recent fire with this device than they did deploying a full engine.
We're having a harder time finding volunteers that can go get the water, shuttle it over to the fire. And by that time, the fire has progressed further than anybody ever wants it to. I've had a house fire myself, and it's not fun. You want people there as fast as possible to get it under control. And with this, you're able to get there faster, you're able to get water on it quicker, and less people.
Not only is this saving the amount of manpower, but it is easy to use for those that are there. And coming up at 5:30, we'll show you just how easy it is to use some of this equipment. Mark, Brissa, back to you.